Buonasera, buonasera, buonasera ragazzi, come state? Spero che voi state tutti bene. Vi ricordo naturalmente che c'è un momento. Tranquilli, sono carico, ho solo sbadigliato. Pokémon con 4 chiacchiere, Dairiku con arte, solo umido con Song of Horror, Grand Farmed Hermit con Escape from Tarkov, Emulare che passioni con Windjammers 2, lo scribacchino con The Binding of Isaac, Gabriel Domino con Giochi Electro, Pero Gigio con Dark Souls, Gege con GTA 5, Constantine con Football Manager 2022, Mishai con League of Legends, Caldabagno doppia ventola con Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Bertien con Famicom Detective Club The Missing Hair e Kate con Identity 5. Molto bene, molto bene. Allora, non mi ricordo se il gioco veniva preso addirittura come vecchio o nuovo, quindi proviamo qua. Giuro, non mi ricordo. Nel dubbio mena. Allora, nelle puntate precedenti è morto il nostro ex datore di lavoro e si suppone che sia stata la, la tipa. Vediamo. O almeno è stata accusata la tipa. Noi dobbiamo trovare le prove per scarcerarla. A quanto pare il gioco non viene preso, quindi cambieremo la schermata. Vediamo un po' se viene preso quello giusto. No. Ok, questo dovrebbe essere giusto. Carica partita. Eravamo già nel 2022, sì, ma era l'8. Sono passate 2 settimane, quindi 7, 14, 22. Vediamo un po' quanto riusciamo a fare. Ok.
Sorry, Mrs. Biba? This weird guy, the one who bumped into me yesterday, have you seen him again?
The guy from yesterday? Sure, I think I'd remember him.
This guy.
Oh, him. Nope. I haven't seen him again since he was in here questioning me.
What did he want?
He was asking after Miss so-and-so.
Miss Angelina Morgan?
Could be.
And you haven't seen him again?
Nope.
Will you tell me if you do?
Maybe.
So friendly. What's happened to your eye? Let me guess. You fell down the stairs.
Yes.
And
Aia.
your husband was standing at the bottom doing his boxing training.
What's this got to do with you?
I just don't understand it. How often does this happen?
Not often. Just sometimes.
Maybe
Ah,
you ought to
violenza
move to a
domestica.
bungalow without stairs.
Yeah, you think you can give me advice? You married?
You trade in your pride when you do that?
You've never been in love. If you had, you'd never ask that. Okay, what do you want to drink?
Is it too early for a whiskey? What do you think? Psst, Mrs. Biba.
Yes, what can I get you?
So, are 15 Ben Franklins enough of a motive for murder?
What?
The $1,500 you had to pay Fuller.
Get out of here. You just can't. You don't.
Have any evidence? Could be I do. It's about time the truth got shook out.
I didn't murder Fuller.
Where were you when it happened?
So
Mm.
now you're a cop.
Would you prefer it if I go to the cops on this?
I was at home
Alone?
with my husband.
I believe you. That shiner you have there says it all. Haven't you heard what's happened to Fuller?
Yes. But I don't want to talk about it.
Why not? You hated him. Maybe your life will be a bit easier now without him around anymore.
Lui che non
How can
c'è
you say
più.
that?
Come fai a
He's
dire
been
una cosa
murdered.
simile? È stato
You're making it
assassinato,
look
parli
like
come
I
se
wanted that to happen to
avesse
him.
qualcosa di
Did
così
you
orribile.
then?
Non è
No.
così? No.
After everything he
Dopo
did to
tutto
you?
quello che le ha
What?
fatto. Cosa
What do
ne
you
sai
know
tu?
about that?
Oh, a little.
Giusto
Nothing.
qualcosina.
You don't know a thing.
Tu non sai niente.
And if
Se anche
there is
sapessi qualcosa
anything,
faresti meglio a
you save
tenertelo
it for
per te.
yourself.
Or what? The
Pure
same thing
cosa,
that happened to
potrebbe
Fuller will
accadere la
happen to
stessa
me?
cosa che è successo
Get
a
out.
Fuller? Fuori di qui.
Psst, Mrs. Biba.
Yes, what can I get you?
Si dimentica di essere
So
stata
where was your
insultata,
husband
vabbè.
last night?
Yeah, and what's that got to do with you?
What's that with him and Fuller?
Tra lui e
Asking
Fuller.
you.
A girl I know is being suspected of having killed Fuller.
I'm sorry, but
If
Mi
she was
dispiace.
lured into a trap, she has no motive. She also wasn't being blackmailed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was Fuller blackmailing anyone else? Did anyone else have a motive apart from you?
Oh, you've got nerve. I wasn't being blackmailed. Listen, I'm sorry about what happened to your friend. But if she's not guilty, then she
È
won't be held
colpevole,
for
allora
long,
non
will
verrà
she?
tenuto per
And I don't know
credi?
anything about
Non so
blackmail.
nulla di questi riscatti.
So you don't want to help me get an innocent girl out of jail?
Non
I
posso.
can't.
I don't want to bother her while she's working. I can't think of anything I should talk to him about. Well, everything's a bit bigger here in America. I'm gonna keep this portrait of Angelina. She looks just stunning. The most beautiful girl I've ever met.
Ok. Proviamo ad uscire e andare dove?
A simple chain of lights. A power cable with lots of bulb sockets. One is missing.
Chissà che chi l'ha tolta l'ultimo.
A simple chain of lights. A power cable with lots of bulb sockets. One is missing.
Quanta pioggia però.
That's the hospital. bottle with a carbonated drink in it.
Un po' di ritornare a casa e di fare minte locali.
I don't have to call right now.
Aspetta, minte locali, abbiamo il diario. La guardia dell'ospedale non mi lascerà mai entrare nel reparto di medicina forense. Devo trovare un modo per... Le prove. Ok, vediamo. Apriamo le mani.
Oh my god, there really is running water here. I never would have thought it.
Vediamo un po' se abbiamo informazioni utili. No, in questa casa, questa camera non c'è. Ospedale principale, orto. Vediamo l'ospedale, no. Andiamo qua.
The cops could have
Rotto.
at least brought the sign back in with them. I should have guessed. The police have sealed the door. Gotta find another way.
Anche di qua avrà bloccato, infatti. Di conseguenza sono rimaste le serrande.
Oh well. Now Fuller's mother's got less washing to hang up. That's Fuller's office window. The window is open, presumably to let in some fresh air. Or maybe it just doesn't close properly. Who knows? The window is barred. The bars seem pretty strong and are bricked into the wall. The window is barred. Yep, that could be my way into the house. I can get into the basement through the light well. I just gotta get rid of this grill.
La grata.
It looks very heavy and it's rusted into the concrete. The grill isn't made of wire. It's made of sturdy iron strips, so not a good idea.
Acido. Lassativo. Mm.
No chance. I somehow need to generate more force to lift the grill.
Comunque questo serve.
Crap. The back door's locked too. I've got to think of something. How do I get into the house without breaking the seal?
Mm.
What's with my slide projector?
Don't worry. I've got it here.
Is it broken?
No, but old and battered as ever. What do you need the projector for anyway? You're blind.
You just look after your own junk.
Ok. Ripigliati il tuo proiettore.
Have you heard what happened to Fuller?
Sure. The police was here. Wanted to know if I heard anything.
Did you?
Mm.
I got ears like a lynx, but it was raining. When the rain falls on that tin roof out my window, I can't hear nothing else.
Do you know this man?
You want to play me for a sucker?
È cieco.
Sorry. The police have arrested an innocent woman.
It happens.
I'm gonna prove that she's innocent.
Is she that pretty?
She's damn pretty. But that's not why I'm doing it.
Whatever. You would have helped a 60-year-old wrinkly biddy in just the same way. But it don't matter in the end. The strong gotta help the weak. It's your duty to get her out of there.
Will you
Giusto.
help me?
If I can.
Ok.
I bet that's an original radio set from the Second World War. It definitely doesn't look much newer. I bet that's an original radio.
Ok. Il semaforo.
I've only been here a few days. Exactly the same length of time the traffic lights have been on pause. There's so little to describe Biddeford as quiet would be an understatement. It sometimes seems to me that the place has just about died.
Addirittura. Avanti. Salvagente.
A life belt. Years ago, there were pirates around here who used to lure ships under the rocks. They used to light false beacons, and once the ships had run aground on the rocks, they'd row out and rescue the cargo.
Ah. Permesso.
An empty package. Looks like someone's unpacked a shipment here and left the packaging. Some people. An empty package. An armchair.
Divano. È una
Doesn't look too
poltrona.
uncomfortable. But who would want to sit down in this shop with the charming Rosie? I am definitely not gonna sit in that. An old
Vediamo.
ship's wheel. It's supposed to endow a certain maritime charm, I guess. I reckon that the local tourist board is missing something of a hook for this place. I mean, what is there here that's a bit special? There must be dozens of places like this one along the coast.
Giusto. Ok.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Do you know this man?
Has he got something to do with the Fuller murder?
Of course. I can see it now. That's a real criminal
Come?
face.
You know him or not?
Never seen him.
Then not. Have you already heard what happened to Fuller?
Isn't that something?
I know, right?
Alas, something's happening
È
here.
successo
A
qualcosa
bloody
qui.
murder in the middle of
Un
the night?
sanguinoso
A
omicidio nel
suspicious
bel
foreign
mezzo
lady?
della notte.
Who knows
Una
what's gonna come
sospetta
out of
donna
all this?
straniera, chissà
Maybe
come andrà.
the suspicious
Forse la
foreign
sospetta
woman
donna
is
straniera è
innocent and has been
innocente,
wrongly arrested.
arrestata per
Oh
sbaglio.
yeah.
Oh
And the
certo,
killer
e
is
allora il
still on the
killer
loose
potrebbe
and
essere
is gonna kill
ancora lì
again.
fuori, pronto a
Oh
tornare
yeah,
ad uccidere.
maybe a
Forse una
souvenir shop
commessa ad un
employee.
negozio di su.
That's not funny.
Non è
You
per
shouldn't
niente
joke about
divertente.
that.
Non si scherza su certe cose.
What can you tell me about the hotel down the coast?
The Wild Coast belongs to an old town
Appartiene
family.
all'antica
Been
famiglia
there for about
originaria di
100
questa
years.
zona.
It's a well-run
Quell'edificio deve
place.
avere almeno
Doesn't do
100 anni, è un
badly.
posto ben
Bit
gestito.
boring though.
No scandals?
The owner doesn't get on
Il
too well with his
proprietario non
son.
va molto
He's
d'accordo
hanging
con
out in
suo
Portland.
figlio.
Some
Pare
kind of
che
musician. But
bazzichi a
exactly what?
Portland,
I don't know.
una specie di
And
musicista
anything
in
else?
Italia.
There's an illegal card game
Ogni
up there
tanto fanno
sometimes.
partire
The cops don't bother with it though.
carte illegali, i
Why'd they do
poliziotti
that?
non ne sanno
How
niente.
should I know?
Come
The
faccio a
chief probably
saperlo?
plays with
Forse il
them.
capitano gioca
Thanks.
con loro?
Yeah.
Ah ah.
I really don't think I know. I can't think of anything.
Andiamo all'hotel.
I don't really like to climb into other people's houses. Looks very cozy. I bet you
Scommetto
get a
che c'è una
fantastic view
fantastica
of the
veduta.
whales from the veranda. But you know, it
Inoltre,
reminds me
tutto
of my
questo
favorite
mi
film,
ricorda
Whales of
il
August.
viva
That
Linda
genius
Costa.
Vincent
Un
Price.
geniale Vincent
In a
Price
really
nel ruolo
unusual role.
in un ruolo molto particolare.
Looks very cozy. But you know,
No?
the mast is a copy of a flagpole you might see on a big ship. You often get stormy weather coming off the Atlantic, along with powerful gusts of wind.
Comunque non c'è niente di interessante qua fuori. Parliamo.
Excuse me,
Yes, please.
what do you reckon? Who do you think murdered Fuller?
Well, the cops already have a suspect.
That's crazy. It wasn't her.
I hope so too. And I also hope they keep
Spero che
it
tengano
quiet where she
il
was
riservo
staying.
su dove alloggiare.
And that's all you're worried about.
Now listen here. My whole family's welfare depends on this hotel.
Vuole che il
You know what my daughter's
caso
tuition fees in
retta annuale
Switzerland
all'università
cost?
di mia figlia.
There's an innocent girl sitting in jail. That interests me more than your daughter's college fees.
Forgive
Mi
me,
perdoni,
all right.
ha ragione. Ma Miss Morgan è
Miss Morgan
innocente.
is innocent.
Che è quello
which is
che speriamo.
what we all
Allora la
assume.
verità verrà presto a
Then the
galla.
truth will soon come to light.
Oh, I'll bring it to light, all right.
La porterò a galla,
Whatever it
infatti,
costs.
costi quel che
Do you know that Angelina's been
sa che
arrested?
Angelina è stata arrestata. Non posso dire niente
Can't
a
tell you anything
proposito.
about that.
But you do know.
Ma ne è al
Look,
corrente.
Darren,
Guarda,
this is
Darren,
a family hotel.
questo è un albergo a conduzione famiglia.
I understand.
Capisco.
Can I have a quick
Potrei
look
dare
around in
un'occhiata
Miss
veloce alla
Morgan's room?
stanza di Miss Morgan?
Absolutely
Assolutamente
not.
no.
Even if I were to
E anche
let
se mi
something
piacesse
slip
di
out to the
spifferare
press?
tutta la stampa,
I'm not
non
going
intendo
to be
farmi
blackmailed.
ricattare da lei.
And
In
anyway,
ogni caso, il
the
giornale
newspaper belongs
appartiene
to my
a mio
brother-in-law.
cognato.
Nice for
Buon per
you.
lei.
I saw the card and the
Ho
flowers
visto i
that you sent my
fiori e
mother.
il biglietto che ha inviato.
That was a given.
Era un
As I
pensiero.
heard,
Ho
isn't she
sentito
any
che
better?
era...
Seems there's
che
not
sta
much
molto
kept
meglio.
private round here.
Sembra che non si possa
Well,
neppure
my wife
muovere.
is a
Beh,
friend
mia
of the
moglie è
doctor's
un'amica
wife.
di mia...
After all,
della moglie del
one worries
dottore.
about people,
Dopotutto
doesn't he?
ci si
Would you let
preoccupa per
me
gli
know
altri.
then when my
Allora
mother's
mi faccia
condition
sapere le
starts to
condizioni di
improve?
mia madre.
Sorry?
Mi scusi?
Was this guy here again
Quest'uomo è
yesterday?
stato
You mean the
qui di
one who was
nuovo.
asking about Miss
Riferisce
Morgan?
al tipo che mi
Yes,
chiedeva a
I saw
caso.
him the
Sì, l'ho
one
visto
time
una
through the
volta
window.
dalla
He
finestra,
was
andava
headed
verso
towards
il
town.
paese.
Where was he coming from?
E da
I
dove
can't tell
veniva?
you exactly.
Non le saprei dire
Somewhere
esattamente, dalle
from
parti
around the
della
beach, I'd
spiaggia,
say.
direi.
Well, can you keep your eyes
Può
peeled?
tenere gli occhi
I
aperti, per
believe he's caught
favore,
up in
credo
all
che lui
this.
sia coinvolto in
In a
questo.
murder?
Un
For sure.
omicidio?
He was following
Sicuramente.
Miss
Stava pedinando
Morgan, and
Miss
now he's
Morgan
framed her for the murder.
e ha fatto tutto per
What
incastrarla.
are things coming to?
Stavo andando a
What
finire.
kind of
Guarda che
folks
la
are running
gente
around in
che
our
si sta
lovely little
girando per
Biddeford
la
these days?
nostra amata Biddeford.
The weather isn't going to be
Sembra che il
suiting to
clima
your
non
guests.
aiuta la sua
Oh,
clientela.
yeah, well, not
Già,
much going on
beh,
anyway.
non è molto
The change in the
movimento
weather was
comunque,
already
ma il
announced.
tempo
And to be honest,
ampiamente.
right now
Per
I'm
essere
quite happy
onesto, al
there's not so
momento
many
non ho
guests in the
abbastanza
hotel.
felice che ci siano
You
molti
know why?
ospiti
With the
in albergo. Insomma,
incident.
con quel incidente.
Have the cops sealed
I
off Miss
poliziotti hanno
Morgan's
sigillato
room?
la stanza di
They
Miss
were here
Morgan.
first thing this
Sono
morning.
arrivati
Got me out of bed.
qui molto presto,
I was
questa
worried that
mattina.
they'd pull the whole
Temevo
room
che
apart.
mettessero
Took a
tutta
whole
la
lot of
camera a
photos and
soqquadro, ma
fingerprints. You know,
facessero qualche
like in a
foto
movie.
ovunque e
But
prendessero.
they didn't.
Non hanno
The captain
fatto.
had a look around the room.
Il capitano ha
Made a
dato
few
un'occhiata.
notes and
Il capitano ha
told me
dato
that
un'occhiata
nothing
in
should be
giro, ha
touched.
preso qualche
But after 10 minutes, he
appunto.
was off
Ma
again.
dopo 10
Without
minuti se
taking
n'era già
anything with
andato
him.
senza portare
So are they
niente con
coming
sé.
back again?
I
Penso
don't
che
know.
tornerebbe, non saprei.
I didn't get the
Non
feeling
ho
that the
avuto la
captain was
sensazione che il capitano
looking for
cercasse
anything
qualcosa
in
in particolare.
particular.
Voleva solo
He
dare
just
un'occhiatina.
wanted to take a look around.
So there could definitely still be
Quindi
clues hidden in
potrebbe
the
ancora
room.
esserci degli indizi
I
nascosti
need
in
to be
quella
able to get a
camera.
look around
Devo
in there.
riuscire a dare un'occhiata
I'll be a
dentro
lot
e
more
sarà
thorough than
un'occhiata
the
molto più
captain.
attenta di quella del capitano. Basta del capitano.
There are a few magazines lying around here. Recommendations for trips, tourist information. Nothing of interest to me. There are pictures of ships everywhere. Either the hotel owner has a real maritime interest or thinks that his guests want to see that kind of thing. There's nothing in the pot apart from the plant. There's room for 12 keys on the keyboard, but
Spazio
only
per
a
chiave
few are
12,
hanging on it.
ma ce ne sono
There are
prima
probably no more than
poche
8
appese,
rooms here.
probabilmente non ci sono. Fammi mirare le chiavi.
There's room for 12 keys on the keyboard, but only a
Più
few
di
are
8
hanging on it.
stanze qui dentro.
There are probably no more than 8 rooms here. There's room for 12 keys on the keyboard, but only a few are hanging on it. There are probably no more than 8 rooms here. There is no way that the porter's gonna let me go up there. A
Un
private
cartello
sign
con
hangs on the
scritto
door.
privato.
The owner and his family live
Forse
in this
un
building.
ufficio, un
Behind the door is
appartamento.
either their living quarters or an office. A
Vediamo. Pensavo che mi desse aggiornamenti qua, che potessi cambiare. Dove posso andare? Questa è casa nostra, intera. Un po' altre informazioni. No. Ok.
Good idea. But how do I get the laxative into the bottle without damaging the cap? A good idea.
Magari c'è qualche... qualcosa qui all'ospedale? Una siringa?
There's a delivery note for liquid soap. There's a delivery note for...
Vediamo.
a bottle with a carbonated drink in it.
Certo c'era un modo per poterla cardinare.
The guy would probably accept it. But why should I do him the favor? He'll still just be hanging around here. A bottle with a carbonated drink in it.
Andiamo un po' col pasta del capitano.
Fuller had a skeleton in his closet. Did you know that?
I wouldn't be surprised. You got any details?
I think he blackmailed people.
Really? That's a serious allegation.
I've got no evidence, but I'm gonna get some.
Don't do anything foolish. You'd be better off not getting in the way of my investigations.
I won't. I'll search in the right places. You really believe Angelina murdered Fuller?
It hasn't got much to do with believe. We walked in on
Non
her
siamo
standing over the
arrivati
victim,
sulla scena,
covered
lei
in blood with the murder weapon
in
in
piedi
her.
davanti alla vittima.
Why were you
ricoperta
there
di sangue.
anyway?
You mean in the middle of the night? Well, we got a tip-off.
Ah,
One? And that's not suspicious?
Yes. That's the reason why I want to find your mysterious stranger.
Do you think he made the tip-off?
Possibly. It was an anonymous caller who said something about a break-in at Fuller's. If the stranger had really been following Miss Morgan, he might have seen her entering the photo store and then notified us.
Or he set a trap for her?
Yeah, well, we can only speculate until we found the witness.
questo testimone.
Do you know that my mother almost died yesterday?
No, I didn't know that. What happened?
She tripped and cracked her head open.
Oh, I'm really sorry about
Mi
that.
faccia i miei auguri di protocollo.
Tell her from me to get well soon.
Don't you find it even a bit strange that this Brit appears out of nowhere and the next day we got a corpse and a serious injury?
Are you suggesting that her accident wasn't an accident?
Non sia stato solo un
I
incidente.
don't know.
Non lo so.
I don't think we should start hunting around for possible crimes, Darren. We've got a very real crime to solve here.
Ok.
Have you found Angelina's pursuer yet?
No, not yet. Talk to Sergeant Kinney. She's leading the
Sta
search.
coordinando le
Good.
indagini.
What would you say if I showed you a blackmail letter from Fuller?
I would say that despite my warnings, you haven't kept your nose out of this business.
And if I found the letter in a public trash can?
Then I'd ask you if you had any evidence that the letter's from Fuller. A letter in a trash can be from anyone. And the fact that you, of all people, found it doesn't really speak for its authenticity.
All right then.
Ok.
So I haven't found a blackmail letter. I've got to get into this secret room. There'll be evidence that Fuller blackmailed Mrs. Biber in there. I'm convinced that Brit set up a trap for Angelina.
If you say so.
Se lo
What's
dice
wrong
lei.
with that theory?
The same that's wrong with the theory that Fuller was attacked by vampires. It's not very believable. What
Come?
reasons did the English guy have to murder Fuller and frame Angelina with it?
That's exactly what I'm gonna find out.
If you say so.
Ok.
How is Angelina?
Well, she's in shock, anxious.
Understandable. She's a student from England. She comes over here and then she's accused of murder of a man she barely knows.
The circumstances are quite clear.
And nevertheless, wrong. It was someone else.
We will be following up on all lines of
Tutte le piste
investigation.
investigative
And
finché
until we
non
find
troveremo
something new,
qualcosa di
your
nuovo, la sua
girlfriend has
ragazza
a
è qui buona.
problem.
Have you found the guy from the photo fit?
No, not yet.
Non ancora,
But the
ma la
picture's been
foto è
posted
stata
up.
appesa in
It won't
giro,
take
non ci
too
vorrà
long.
molto.
If he's
È
still in
ancora in
town, that
paese,
is.
certo.
If he is the killer, then he's gonna get out of town right now at the latest.
He's a witness at best.
That's the way to the cells. Huh. I've already spent a couple of nights in cells like that after protests. In my circles, that was something like a badge of honor.
Io ho sempre pensato
I
che
just thought it
fossero
was
tutti
crap.
Ho già parlato con loro, non ho trovato computer.
The police must have been decked out with new computers recently.
Moderni
Quite modern
486.
486s.
Ti manca qualcosa per imbottigliare.
A cheap bulb.
Forse a casa? Non so che cosa potremmo aver dimenticato. Fune da traino. Potrei utilizzare la fune da traino. Vediamo, vediamo. Andiamo di qua. Bibo, bibo.
I'll tie the rope to the window grill and the basement grill. I've knotted the end tightly and the rope should be able to take a big load. What now?
Ok.
Hey, if it worked in ancient Egypt, it should work here.
Vediamo un po' cosa succede. Fatemi una leva e vi solleverò il mondo. Vedere la magia. Ok.
My private doorway to Fuller's realm. Beaten by a centuries-old technique. Shame on you.
Battuta dalla vecchia papina. Siamo riusciti ad entrare.
I certainly don't need a bucket, nor a load of rusty water. A water faucet, but in Fuller's garden, you'd get pretty well.
Vediamo un po' se possiamo toccare cose.
It works.
Ok, però non c'è nulla.
I'm not interested in the cash, though. These photo mounts are made of a kind of pressed card. You can stick photos into them to make them easier to hang. The drawback is that they can get easily dusty.
Una TV.
Yesterday, when I was tidying up the sales room, there were all these stupid afternoon talk shows on. It almost made me go crazy. The police seem to have left the light on. Or Fuller had another photo shoot yesterday, and the police didn't want to change anything.
Ok. Verso la camera oscura.
I don't think I'll find anything that the police missed. They've examined this area carefully.
Ah. Così?
Whoa. I think I need more sleep.
Ah, si vede la pelata. Ah no, è una luce bruttissima.
This is where Fuller's body must have been lying. Everything covered in blood.
Non vedo altri indizi.
Who should I send the card to? My fellow white bread students who I hardly know? Or my mom, who lives a couple of houses away?
Stanza sorrete.
Nothing interesting to see. I think I'll leave the cuckoo clock alone. I think I'll leave the cuckoo clock alone. Nothing stands out. Perhaps this little angular hole on the clock face. Is that how you wind it up? I think I'll leave the cuckoo clock alone. Nothing stands out. If Fuller had bought one of those trendy angular pens with 4 different colors in it, it might actually work.
Ok, vediamo un po' se c'è qualche penna.
What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller smeared half of it with his filthy paws.
Allora. Arizona, Hawaii e cosa di illeggibile Europa.
What have we got? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller smeared half of it with his filthy paws. A greasy
Egitto,
map of the world.
Cina,
My World Tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. The USA around Utah, Arizona. Then over to Hawaii. Afterwards comes North Africa, possibly Egypt. Then China, and then Europe. Looks like somewhere in Germany.
ok. Proviamo questi indizi. Trovo solo il tappo della bottiglia. No, niente. Aspetta, era Hawaii. Arizona, Hawaii, eccetera. Allora, la prima cos'è? Quando dovrebbe essere Europa? Piaggia, castello, grande muraglia cinese, quarta cordicella, Arizona, la quinta, Egitto. Allora, Arizona, Hawaii, eh, Egitto, Cina, Europa. Eccola qua la porta mistica.
That's got it. The clips are off and the screen's gone up. When you stand here, it feels like what? Something like when you see in the dock and he has you stand on a set
Ok.
of mechanical weighing scales. Everything slides slightly back and forth. The floor gives a little as you stand on it. Could it really be a set of scales? Would that fit
Cosa
into the
c'è
secret
dietro?
door? Aha, I knew it. If it really is a kind of scale, then it could measure
Codice
Fuller's weight
numerico
while
e
he tapped in the
display. La
secret
porta
number
si
into this
aprirebbe
pad,
solo con il...
and the door would only open when the two matched.
Questo è
Pretty
certo.
well
Il mio
thought
problema è
through,
che
for
ora
sure.
vedi quanto pesi
For me, there's
Fuller.
the problem that I have no idea how heavy Fuller is. I've got to find that out if I want to make progress here.
Che palle. Quanto potrebbe pesare Fuller? Potrei fare delle prove, di dire.
I'm not going to touch that thing again if I don't have to. A timeless, plain and simple 80-watt bulb on a cable.
Salviamo. Ok.
battered looking numeric pad with small metal buttons. I guess that you have to enter a code to open the
Ok.
door.
Naturalmente il codice sarà dentro. Sono belli lunghi gli enigmi questi, eh?
A good idea. But how do I get the laxative into the bottle without damaging the cap?
Mm. Non mi dice
works.
niente.
I don't need any of them. It's simple reflex cameras for private use. Nothing special.
No? Guarda un po'. Un indizio o due. Ah. Ok. Proiettore. Ma vi serve anche un passo. Ok. Di conseguenza dobbiamo stare un po' attenti. Quindi possiamo uscire. Quanto piove però?
All right. Again. Perhaps the delivery note will be of use. I'll take it.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Delivery note. Whatever.
I'll be off then.
Hey, not so fast. What you delivering then?
Liquid soap?
So, where is it?
Huh?
Where is the package?
Oh, what a klutz. I left it in the car.
Man, unbelievable. In my day, I would have never gotten away with that kind of thing.
Oh, no.
Andiamo a
Does
prendere
that
la
mean I'll never
scatola
be able to
vuota.
become a security guy now? I'll get the box.
Yes. Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Delivery note. Whatever.
Dov'è il pass?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go in now?
No, you can't. Where's your pass?
My what?
Your visitor's pass? You have to get a visitor's pass back there.
Oh, come on. What is this garbage? I just want to take my package to the mortuary.
And you need a pass to do that.
You're enjoying
Ci
this, aren't you?
facciamo, da quello che ho
You could
letto,
say so.
raccontare tutto
I'd
dalla
think about that if I were
infermiera
you.
o segretario o entrambe le cose.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
I'd like a visitor's pass, please.
You don't need one. They're just for folks delivering stuff.
But you're wearing one, aren't you?
Dick, the security guy over there, insists that all the employees wear ID. I'm not so petty. Visitors shouldn't have to get messed up in paperwork.
Oh, yeah? So that means that just about anyone can wander in here off the street.
Ok.
No. Everyone's got to register with me first. You mustn't worry about your mother.
Of course not. She's only lying in a coma.
It wasn't meant like that.
What's up with your security guy?
Come?
Does he think he's guarding a bank
Raggiungere
or something?
l'obitorio qualche
Oh, him.
sgabuzzino alla
If you
lavanderia
ask
garage.
me,
Non capisco perché
he's
deve
not all
esserci
quite
questa
there.
sorveglianza.
Back there is the morgue, a few storage
Nessuno
rooms,
ruba qui.
the laundry, and the garage. Don't know why it has to be so secure. This
È
here is
estremamente
Biddeford.
raro.
Nothing gets stolen here.
Mi dispiace,
Oh,
non
just a
dovremmo
few people
scherzare
get
su queste
butchered,
cose.
that's all.
Mi sembra
But
molto
only
preoccupata.
extremely
Non ho
rarely.
paura. Questo è il
Oh,
primo omicidio che
sorry.
avviene qui
We
da
shouldn't
anni.
joke
Credo
about
che una cosa del
You
genere
don't seem to
possa
be too
accadere.
worried.
I'm not
Ragione
scared.
Dio.
That was the first murder here for years. I don't think such a thing will happen again quite so soon.
That's reasonable.
Ah,
Who's allowed access to the morgue?
Hospital employees, of course, and the police.
And how does the security guy recognize the employees?
You want to sneak in there? You got no chance. Good old Dick knows everyone here.
Oh, it's impossible for him to know
Okay.
everybody who comes through these doors.
Well, okay. Not the delivery guys, but he knows the
Addirittura.
employees better than they know themselves. I get the feeling he's taken a peek in the
Quindi ci
personnel
dobbiamo
files.
far procurare,
Thanks very much
lascia
for the
passare,
information.
molto probabilmente
No problem.
pregare. Ci portiamo dietro una pisa in
Alright
tasca,
then.
così,
I'll take that heavy thing with
perché
me.
possiamo. Mm. Ok. Uscite, andate al ristorante, parlate con tutto. Ok, da quello che ho capito, per fare un po' veloce, bisogna andare qua al bar. Dopodiché andiamo all'obitorio e fin dove ci arriviamo, bene.
Dr. Newhouse?
Yes.
Well, it seems that the porter at the Wild Coast Hotel is remarkably well informed about my mother's condition.
Sorry?
Your wife rather likes to chat with his?
Oh, that, I'm sorry about that, Darren. I've already told my wife on many occasions that she shouldn't talk about patients with her lady friends.
But more exactly, your wife oughtn't to know
Ok.
a damn thing about these patients anyway, yes?
Chiacchieroni.
Yes. If only it were that simple. It won't happen again.
What's that ID you're wearing there?
It's from the hospital.
Don't they know you're a doctor there?
Ok.
They can't have that many staff.
I said the same thing to the admin people.
Come?
But Dick, the
Cicco, anche
security guard,
lui?
insists on it. He's very
Per lui tutte le persone sono uguali.
meticulous. And apparently can't recognize faces.
Era un poliziotto,
Can you
ha
tell me
avuto
something
qualche
about the
problemino
security
così.
guy at the hospital?
Capite, di non
I
poter fare
find
più
him
polizia
kind of
diventa una guardia di sicurezza.
interested.
He used to be a police officer. He was... there were a few problems. So, when he couldn't be a police officer anymore, he became a security guard. Where do you know him from?
He was in the diner yesterday.
Oh, right. But strange as it may seem, I believe he
Persino
lives for
troppo
his job.
seriamente a volte.
He lives for that? Being a security guy.
He takes his job very seriously. Sometimes too seriously.
Caffè?
Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.
Mrs. Biber? Hey,
Cos'era?
can I get a pot of coffee?
On its way.
Riempimento di una bottiglia, quindi era un caffè.
Hot.
Oh man, sorry.
Spoiler.
It was an accident. Sorry.
It's all right.
Non posso ancora
Thoughts are
interagire con
elsewhere.
lui.
Oh, give it here, Dr. Newhouse. I'll rinse out the stain.
Thanks.
Mio?
No harm meant.
No damage. I just gotta keep it cool.
Now that's what I call a serious coffee stain. And the ID badge is still pinned to the lab coat. Now that's what I call a serious coffee stain. So now I've got some ID.
Ugo da Foggia.
The security guy at the morgue surely won't inspect it that closely.
Mi dimentico che abbiamo il passo veloce. Nota di consegna.
Yes.
Pacco.
Hello.
Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Delivery note.
Oh.
Whatever. The package?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go in now? I've got a pass as well.
All right, then. You could go in.
394 sulla prima.
Huh. 6 clipboards in total. Let's see. There are lists of the personal belongings each dead person had on them, but there are no names. There's 394 written on the first one. I guess the numbers on the lists here relate to the numbers on the boxes. That means if I can work out which of these lists belong to Fuller, then I know which box his stuff is in. Not a pretty sight. Fuller's body's peppered with stab wounds. They've undressed him. I won't find any clues here.
Ok. Siringa. Oh, abbiamo trovato anche la siringa.
I should first divert the security guy's attention. All the racket's gonna be quite suspicious.
Una cosa mi sono dimenticato.
A syringe. Quite a size. I guess any remaining fluids are sucked up with that. I certainly wouldn't want my flu shot injected with it.
E prendila. Vaccino anti-influenza.
A syringe.
Traccio.
Quite a size. I guess any remaining fluids are sucked up with that. I certainly wouldn't want my flu shot injected with it. Thousands of people die every year from infections they pick up in hospitals. Makes me wonder if hygiene hysteria is the better way to go. The cleaning agents they use aren't so innocuous themselves, and the viruses are getting more and more resilient.
Effettivamente.
Either they assume that Biddeford's population will reach 50,000, or the number of cold drawers is quite over the top. Half the town would have to have a collective heart attack. A metal bier. The edges are bent upwards so no blood drips on the floor.
Perché non posso
It's
prendere la
got wheels and
siringa?
seems a bit
Ah,
rickety.
ok.
It's probably taken to another room for the actual autopsy. There's a bier, just like the one out in the hall. I've drawn a little of the laxative into the syringe. Nice. That's the laxative in the soda bottle. First, I gotta find Fuller's things. How else am I gonna open the secret door? I should first divert the security guy's attention. All the racket's gonna be quite suspicious.
Oh, un minuto. La fede nuziale. Fuller non è stato sposato.
Number 412. Wallet.
Spazzolo, rossetto,
keys,
chiavi d'auto,
Polaroid
specchio.
photo. That could be Fuller. Oh, wait a minute. A wedding ring. Fuller was never married, so it's not 412.
Orecchini, cavigliera.
Number
Non è Fuller.
394. Hairbrush, lipstick, car keys, mirror.
Portafoglio, patente, carta di credito, chiavi, contrini.
Number 433. Credit cards, earrings,
Non ne sono
anklets.
certo.
No, not Fuller's. Number 448.
Patente di guida, foto, qualche
Wallet,
spiccio,
driver's
un
license, credit
ciuccio.
card, keys,
Ok.
bills. I wouldn't rule that out as being Fuller's, but I'm not certain.
Coltello, torcia, passamontagna, i
Number
grimaldelli dei
442.
Picture una
Driver's
busta di
license,
plastica.
photos, small change, a pacifier,
Stesse andando a fare una
baby
rapina
powder.
poco prima di essere
Definitely not
ucciso.
Fuller.
Questa roba non penso che sia
Number
su.
399. Knife, torch, ski mask, skeleton keys, small change, plastic bag. Unless Fuller was about to set off on a secret thieving trip when he was murdered, then that's not his. Number 448. That's the only box left. Boxes. They appear to be airtight. There's a number stuck to every box. I think the personal effects of the dead people are stored in them. Fuller's box is number 448. But where is it? That's Fuller's box. That's Fuller's
Cose del
box.
genere.
Fuller's keys. Those could be useful.
Ok.
Hey, and here's his wallet. Driver's license, a few dollars, credit card, a few bills. But no secret numbers or anything like that. I think I'll take the keys. The wallet and the rest of that stuff is of no use to me. There's nothing more of interest in it. I wonder why there's so many...
Devo trovare un modo per distrarre.
Well, it's all really clean here. But ultimately a dead person makes less mess than a living one. Yeah, well, at least if you don't cut them open. Hey boss, you want a soda?
What do you want for it?
Nothing.
You just gonna give me a soda as a friendly gesture?
Exactly.
That's very... nice.
Emergency.
Perhaps you could do me another
Corre
favor.
al cesso.
Can you keep watch here for a minute? I'll be right back. Real quick.
I thought you couldn't leave your post.
It's an emergency. I'll be back in a minute. Wait here.
Okay, no problem. What was that about? Strange. Oh well, he's gone. Let's see.
Ok.
The buyer weighs about 24 kilograms. Now I just need to weigh Fuller and his buyer.
Scopriamo che è 200.
I'd rather not
No.
do that. Whoever it was, he must have been out of his mind.
158 kg.
All
Meno
right.
24
Look
kg,
at Fuller's
134.
and the buyer's weight together. That way. $158 kilos. 158 for Fuller with the buyer. Minus 24 for the buyer makes
145 kg sulla
134
bilancia.
That's
Sì,
Fuller's
vabbè.
weight.
Progetto di
That's
poter
what I
trovare
gotta put on
qualcosa
the
di
scales.
nel seminterrato.
Perhaps a bit more. He wasn't wearing any clothes and had lost a lot of blood after all. I weigh nearly 90 kilos with clothes on. So I just
Come?
need around another 45 kilograms in the scale with me. I'm sure I can find something in the basement.
Don't move!
What the? Look, I didn't want to...
What are you doing? Trying to poison me, huh? That ain't gonna work on me.
Me? Poison you? What makes you think that...
No one has ever offered me a drink. And someone like you, of all people, bring me a soda.
Yeah, well, I thought you were thirsty.
Yeah, sure, junkie. You want to steal medication, huh? Or equipment to make some money, don't
Come?
you?
That's crazy. I was...
The soda's poison, right? It's in the lab right now. And if it turns out you trying to poison me...
Yeah, well, poisoned...
You going to jail for this, you terrorist.
Pericoloso terrorista.
And you were missing your old boss and wanted to say goodbye to him.
Something like that.
Don't give me that crap. Breaking and entering, larceny, we can lock you up for that.
Breaking and entering and larceny. According to the security guy, I'm a seriously dangerous terrorist.
He caught you snooping around, and that's bad enough. I understand that you
Ma
want to help
tenga il
your
naso fuori da
girlfriend,
questa
but this kind
faccina.
of
Se
thing
la
doesn't
becchiamo
really
ancora una
happen.
volta, ficcare il
When this
naso e la
gets
sbatto
out,
dentro e ci
and Dick's gonna
torniamo.
make sure that
Capito?
everyone in town knows about his heroic act by tomorrow morning. Then it's gonna look like you wanted to get rid of evidence, or something like that.
Can I go now?
Darren, I'm not against you, but keep your nose out of this. If we catch you snooping around again, you're gonna end up in the can, capiche?
Yeah, capiche.
Now get out of here. I've got to reshirt Dick and make
Le
it
chiavi
clear
me le
that
hanno
the
fatte
boys are
tenere.
And I'm gonna continue where I left off. At Fuller's secret
E non si
door.
sono accorti che qua... Oh, ho fatto un macello. Aspetta un attimo. Orologio cucù, attivati.
Let's see what happens when I turn the key. Okay. So I've wound up the clock.
Ok.
Now I'm pushing the key in. Oops, it clicked. It sounds like it adjusted something inside the clock. What the? What's this then? This box was hidden
4
in the clock.
negativi. Vogliamo vedere cosa sono questi 4 negativi.
Come on, I just need a little tip for the damn combination. Huh. 4 negatives.
Aspetta, qua com'è che si fa a capire? Così dovrebbero essere dritti. Due, 4, 8, 2. Così sembra. Ok, come si fa ad uscire? Va bene. Ok.
Hey, 2482. The rows produce digital figures when arranged in the right order. I'm certain that's the code for the secret door. The
Molto mi
negatives were
spaventa
Fuller's
questo coso.
emergency memory aid. Okay, I'm missing about 45 kilos of additional weight. That shouldn't be a problem. Along with my weight, another few pounds ought to do it. I reckon that'll be exactly enough. It might work now.
Quale porta antipanico.
That's it! At last. Now that the door's open, I'll get this junk out of the way.
Cosa?
Somewhere there's gotta be...
Addirittura?
Ah, here.
C'è un reggiseno.
Oh my god. That bastard.
Anestetici.
The metal locker looks very old. Perhaps it's from a school or a sports club. Lots of little bottles of knockout drops. That's... oh, God. I picked them up. Oh, Fuller's package, it clinked. The bed's got a metal frame and a worn mattress. It's stained.
Ok.
Moldy. No sheet, no pillow.
La tinta?
Just this grubby blanket. It wasn't enough for Fuller to just drug his victims. He tied them up too and probably got some perverse pleasure from the fact they were at his mercy. Weird. That curtain looks like Fuller stole it from his mother. Old-fashioned, but in better shape than everything else here. He recorded it. The pig got it all on video. This way he got his kicks from it all a bit longer. And he had evidence. There's no tape in the camera.
Vediamo cosa c'è d'altro.
A camera tripod. An older model than the one up in the shop, but it's got the same mounting system. It's for Fuller's camera.
Una cassaforte?
I don't want to know what went on here. I'm just afraid that I already do. What have we got here? A metal plate has been built into the wall. In the middle of the plate is a hexagonal recess.
Me la apri.
A metal plate has been built into the wall. A metal plate has been... Cupboard's locked. But there's no padlock and no combination lock on the door. There's gotta be some other kind of mechanism. I don't want to have anything to do with that. What would have happened if he still had some of that stuff when Angelina was here? Would he... Did he
Speriamo di no.
call her, perhaps? Did he want to lure her
Un
here
po'
and she...
meglio.
She might have defended herself and... But then it'd be self-defense.
Come i
Angelina would have
dottori e
told the
manici di
police that.
scopa?
Come on.
Proprio i manici
Stay
di
concentrated.
scopa avevano un
Angelina
risvolto
had
un
nothing to do
po'
with it.
brutto.
There are these shiny golden balls on the bedposts. That must be brass. Wow, that really works. The ball simply plugged into the tube of the bedpost. A brass ball. A
Si è aperto
hexagonal metal
l'armadietto?
bar fastened on the underside. Looks like it's welded on. Something's happened. It's open, but I can't get excited about it. I don't want to see what's on these photos. There's only Mrs. Biba in these pictures, but there could be other pictures of other women, and therefore lots of people with a motive. That, along with the blackmail letter, should easily convince the police. Fuller was a blackmailer, and worse, there must have
Vediamo
been
un po'.
dozens of people who
Cinque.
wanted him dead. Dozens of people with a motive, unlike Angelina. I'll get her out of jail with this.
Facciamo portare tutta la polizia.
That's really interesting.
It's repulsive, and a damn good motive, right?
Indeed. But it doesn't mean that
Questo
the
è
bodies
vero.
have anything to do with the murder.
Of course not. Look, I guess your people would find even more
Come?
in Fuller's secret room. Then you'll have plenty of suspects, all with good motives.
I've already sent some people over there. But all of this doesn't prove that it wasn't Miss Morgan.
But she had no motive.
Yes, she did.
Come?
That's him. That's the guy that followed me.
Nice that you came, Mr.
Reginald Boris is my name, Captain. I'm a private detective from England. I'm sure I can contribute a few things that will clear up this case quite considerably.
That's what we like to hear. We have a few questions for you as it happens.
For example, why you lured Angelina into a trap?
Mr. Michaels,
The important question is surely why? Why did Miss Morgan murder the photographer Fuller? Well, quite simple. She was also photographed by him. As you can see, not quite as revealing as the others, but I haven't got all of the photos. I'm sure your people will find other pictures that put it beyond all doubt.
What the? Those are mine! I shot those pictures of Angelina yesterday afternoon!
all right, calm down. What's going on here?
You'd better ask him! He must have stolen these pictures from Angelina's hotel room. These pictures have got nothing to do with it.
It's the same photo paper as the other ones.
And I got them from Fuller. He said he had lots more.
Che cavolo.
Oh, man. Lies!
Well, we'll see about that. Darren, go and get some fresh air. Calm yourself down. Mr. Boris, come with me, please. There are a few things we need to discuss.
Why, certainly.
And Angelina?
She stays where she is until we've cleared up this mess.
Che gran pezzo
But
di...
We'll get in touch when we need your help. Good day.
This can't be for real.
You know, I believe you. You were right about Fuller, and there's something not quite right with this Detective Boris.
Then go in there, arrest him, and release Miss Morgan already.
It's not that simple. But it'll all become clear. In a few days, everything will be cleared up. Until then, you should just wait. And go visit your
Il
mother.
fine non giustifica i
Wait,
mezzi.
a few
È già
days?
introdotto in caso di
give this
Fuller. Se
asshole
venisse
time to
preso
get new evidence?
per una cosa del
Yeah,
genere
right. Next thing you know,
penso sì.
he'll frame her for the Kennedy assassination.
Allora è meglio che...
I'm gonna find out what game he's playing.
Good. But be careful.
E se ne va.
The end doesn't
Tutto
justify the
fradicio.
means. You've already broken into Fuller's house. If you get caught doing something like that, you'll get it for real.
Then you'd better stay away from me.
Anche se la polizia non piacerà. Non lo dici, non lo pensi neanche fuori da lì. Pensi ancora quando c'è di fianco un agente poliziotta.
Regardless of what the police think.
Vediamo un po' la poliziotta.
How is Angelina?
Not so good. She pretty well flipped out when we took her back to the cells.
Can you blame her?
Right now, I don't know what I should think. I don't quite get it
Ok.
either.
I hope you do something about it.
Listen,
E
we're on it.
Ci
We're all
fermiamo
working
qua per il
on just this
momento.
one single case.
Yeah, well, there weren't too many other murders yesterday, were there?
Ok. Usciamo. Esci. Sì. Sì. Allora, io vi ringrazio tantissimo per essere stati qui, per avervi fatto compagnia. Spero di avervi fatto compagnia. Io vi lascio adesso. Da chi? Da chi? Andiamo a trovare Nemi. Così, tanto per. Salutatemela. E vi auguro un buon proseguimento di serata e buonanotte. Va bene? A domani. Ciao.